Okay. Good grief. It's been a wild morning. But good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you feel incredible this morning. I know we started a little bit late this morning. Welcome to another Mindset Monday, another Entrepreneur Mindset Monday. I'm coming to you live from Miami. We headed to our cruise. Our company's having this big cruise. We're going out the country for a couple of days. And so don't worry, we'll still be rocking every morning. But just wanted to shout that out. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. Listen to me. If you have not registered for the newsletter yet, this is a perfect day to do it. It comes out later on the day at 3:30 p.m. every single week. The best newsletter on the planet for entrepreneurs gives you mindset, skill set, and heart set. You're always going to get Hazik's technique of the week, which is in the skill set section. You're always going to get a heart set section that helps you feel more fulfilled with some of the moves you're making. And then you're always going to have a mindset section that'll help you kind of step your philosophy up as it relates to how you deal with this crazy world that we're living in. So that's Entrepreneurship. That's the name of the newsletter. Make sure you register. If you have already registered, give me some fire emojis in the comments. What's up, Brianna? Glad you made it in. Texas in the house. What's up, you heard? All right, Kay is in the building. My man Daryl, my man Digital Daryl is in the house. I know we're getting started a little bit late, man, so I'm going to jump right into it. I want to ask you a question this morning. How often have you considered entrepreneurship a career and then dumped it? Like how often do you get hype? You'll listen to a motivational speaker. Maybe you'll tune in to Good Morning Millionaire, right? You get excited. And the next thing you're like, man, this is not for me. Anybody ever felt that way before? Like, yo, this is not for me. And then you slide off. Check it out. A lot of people want to make more money. A lot of people want to make more money without another job. But a lot of us sit on the fence or we shy away from it because we got these myths in our head. And these myths start to nip the dream in the bud. So what I want to do is I want to run through some myths that destroy your entrepreneur mindset. You know what I'm saying, Alan? You know what I mean, Chanel? These are myths that destroy everything for certain people. Here's the first one I got for you. Some people believe entrepreneurship is only for the wealthy. Can you believe that? That's myth number one, that entrepreneurship is only for the wealthy. That is an absolute lie. I posted it in my Instagram notes yesterday. But do you know that in Hebrew, the word businessman, the Hebrew word for businessman means man of faith? That might be worth typing in your comments and giving me a share. The Hebrew word for businessman is man of faith. What am I saying? I'm saying entrepreneurship is right at the crossroads of faith and service. It has nothing to do with you needing to be wealthy. Check it out. We're talking about creativity. We're talking about innovation. We're talking about determination. It does not depend on money. As a matter of fact, all creativity comes from constraints, which means that there's a power in not having all of the money you need. You got to understand, money doesn't run. It's not great ideas that need money. It's great ideas that attract money. Money needs great ideas. You get what I mean? Money chases great ideas. What you got to do is understand your market. What you have to do is relentlessly and resiliently play your role as it relates to chasing down service. And when you start from humble beginnings, what you do is you begin to crank up your perseverance. You begin to crank up your ability to learn. You begin to crank up your ability to adapt and keep pushing forward. And these are the keys. Henry Ford started the Ford Motor Company with a $28,000 loan. He ain't had no money. He wasn't born into money, right? And today Ford is like what? A $60 billion company, right? They producing millions of vehicles every year. A $28,000 loan started them off. The guy that created GitHub, he turned down a job with Microsoft so that he could start GitHub. What does he do? He ends up getting acquired for $7 billion by Microsoft. I could go on and on and on. My point to you is that is a myth. Here's myth number two. Success happens overnight. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Success happens over time, not overnight. I'm going to tell you something. So many people believe this. This is robbing so many people of their potential, so many people of their dreams. Success in entrepreneurship is rarely instantaneous. I understand that when something wild happens, the news tries to put it up like it's instantaneous. It's a really common myth, but a lot of people will tell you they had to work 10 years to be an overnight success. Actual success comes from unwavering dedication. Actual success comes from hard work and resilience and perseverance. You see somebody's quick triumph, and then you look closer behind the curtain and you'll see they done been through hell. You got to set goals. You have to have detailed plans. You have to have a well-defined blueprint with backup plans and side routes and side doors for you to get into the same house. This is why we keep on saying this requires discipline. This requires accountability. This requires you having a mindset to celebrate small victories. And then when obstacles pop up, you got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to stay focused. Success is a continuous journey of endurance. It's a continuous journey of being able to adapt. That's what leads you to long-term growth. Here's number three. Entrepreneurship is only for the young and tech savvy. Entrepreneurship is only for the young and the tech savvy. That's a myth that holds a lot of people back, y'all. No doubt technology is a fertile ground for innovation. No doubt technology is going to birth a lot of new ventures, just like it's going to close down a lot of old professions, right? It's cool. We love that. But what I want you to understand is that Ray Kroc bought McDonald's at the age of 52 and then made it huge. I want you to understand, Sam Walton started Walmart at age 44 and then made it huge. And a lot of the inventory systems that they use in retail right now were created by Sam Walton. Why am I sharing this? To show you that age ain't got nothing to do with it. Tech skills have nothing to do with it. You got to understand, a lot of entrepreneurs are C students, but what do? You hire A students to work for you. Am I making sense? Here's myth number 4. You got to do everything yourself. Y'all know the song of the poor. Y'all have heard them sing it many times, right? It goes something like this. If you want something done right, then you got to what? Do it yourself. That's a song. That's the poor people anthem. That's a myth. The misconception that entrepreneurs have to handle everything themselves really comes from seeing people at the initial stage where resources are real limited, expenses are significant, right? And you're learning the ropes. Yeah, in the beginning, you got to do it all yourself, because if you don't believe, ain't nobody else going to come along and help you. I mean, if you believe on a 10, your mom is going to come in at a 9. So yeah, in the beginning, you got to do everything yourself. You are the CEO as well as the secretary. You are the janitor as well as the vice president of sales. That's how it goes. In that phase, you got to wear multiple hats because ain't nobody else there to stop you. You got to multitask because ain't nobody there to help you. But if you want long-term success, that phase right there got to be short-lived. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Delegate or stagnate? Delegate or stagnate? I like what you said too, Alan. Delegate to elevate. That's good too. But somebody give it to me. Hey, George, give it to me and then give me a share. Delegate or stagnate? Somebody give it to me. You got to transition quickly from working in the business to working on the business. This means you got to hire the right team. This means you got to automate everything you can automate. This means you got to master delegation. If you don't make this transition quick enough, your success is going to start to get smaller and smaller. Your chances of success are going to start to wane and start to go down the drain little by little, because it's delegate or stagnate. And if all you're doing is focusing on the day-to-day tasks, that's going to hinder business growth. That's going to prevent the entrepreneur from steering that thing towards sustained success. You need to empower a capable team. You need to leverage technology. You need to make sure you're delegating responsibilities, and then you'll have a foundation. Here's number 5 I got for you. Failure means the end. Failure means the end. Failure means the end. That's a myth. Everybody thinks that failure is an obstacle to success, when failure is a stepping stone to success. Failure in entrepreneurship does not mean it's the end. Entrepreneurial success is not immune to failure. How entrepreneurs respond to setbacks is what defines their journey. It's what defines their life. Viewing failures as stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. You see what I did there? That's the trait of greatness. Paul Allen, you know how many times he failed before they got cracking with Microsoft, right? And crushed the tech world? Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks. Do you have any idea how many times he faced rejection before he revolutionized this global coffee culture? You got what I'm saying to you? The dude, Travis Kalanick, whatever his name is, they got a whole Netflix It's not a documentary. It's like a drama, a made for TV drama about the start of Uber. And what you're going to find is that a bunch of his early startups failed, right? But then he co-founded Uber and reshaped transportation. All I'm saying to you is that failure, far from being the end, is really just feedback. Somebody give me that in the comments. Hey, Michelle, give me that in the comments and give me a share. Failure is really just feedback. Come on, Miss Clay. Failure is really just feedback. Let's go, Willette. Failure is really just feedback. Somebody give it to me. Because there's another big myth. This is your bonus myth for the morning, and that is that entrepreneurs are born, not made. That's a myth. That's a myth. It's a misconception that you got to be born as an entrepreneur to become one. I'm going to tell you something. You are born to be a problem solver. So you are born with entrepreneurial traits, no doubt about it. But the passion that you feel for whatever it is you do is way different from the skill set you need for whatever it is you do. Successful entrepreneurs aren't inherently predisposed to greatness. That's not how it works. These are regular people who start on a journey. These are regular men and women of faith, and anybody with a vision and a will to work independently can be an entrepreneur. Anybody who has the vision and the will to work independently is a potential entrepreneur, because resilience, risk-taking, creativity, these are all beneficial qualities to have, but perseverance, creativity, and risk-taking are all skills you can learn. You can develop that through training. You can develop that through experience. So, a couple strategies for success before we get out of here and go do our affirmations. Write these down in your notebook. Some of these you're probably already doing. Some of them maybe you have ignored, right? Maybe I'm going to remind you of some things, and maybe I'm going to suggest some things that are helpful, that you find to be helpful. So let's try it out. Here's the first one. Seek mentorship and guidance. You know, that's who's going to give you helpful advice. That's who's going to challenge your thought processes. That's who's going to offer insights so you can improve your entrepreneur journey. The second one, embrace a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset, a growth mindset. View challenges as learning opportunities. This is how you're going to foster resilience. This is how you're going to foster constant innovation. Here's the third one, foster success together. What do we mean? We mean get an accountability group, build a team so you can leverage all these diverse skill sets and all these diverse opinions and all this diverse expertise. That's how you make 1 + 1 = 11. The fourth one, embrace technology, right? Automate more processes. Start getting in all of these words you hear around town like funnels and chat bots, and hopefully everybody understands website, and that ain't a scary word no more. But understand different places you can save time and ramp up your productivity. Number 6, build a supportive network. Build relationships with colleagues. Build relationships with experts. Build relationships with potential collaborators so that now you can get access to more resources. Now you can get access to more knowledge, more business opportunities. Let's get it. Use failure as a learning tool is the 7th one I got for you. These are valuable lessons, y'all. Lessons that can guide future decisions. Lessons that can create better strategies in the past. Lessons that can make pathways to success more obvious. But you'll never notice if you don't hurry up and fail a lot quicker. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you're, feeling the vibes. I hope that you're ready for a whole nother week right here. This has been another Mindset Monday. Check this out. Check this out. Here is a bunch of other information you can use to check us out. You can follow me on IG, Mr. Haziq Ali. Right now, though, it's affirmation time, y'all. It's affirmation time. Call in. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak, y'all. We talking about highs, lows, victories, defeats. Your success is going to be determined by dedication. It's going to be determined by adaptability. It's going to be determined by a willingness to learn, not by age. It's not going to be determined by your wealth. It's not going to be determined by how good you are at tech skills. And I wanted to debunk some of this stuff this morning, because this is the stuff that robs us of our entrepreneur mindset. I hope that was helpful for you. Hope you got something out of it this morning. Let's get it. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. I am so happy